What up, YouTube? I hope everyone is having a great day. It's your boy Paper Bear 97 coming at you with another honest wax review. On today's stream, we have some Punch Extracts Live Rosin. We have a tier 3 to try out today. This tier 3 is the Peach Rings. This is a cross between Marion Berry and Eddie OG. I have never tried this. I feel like I've tried something with the term peach in it from West Coast Cured from one of my past videos, but I'm not too sure if it was Peach Rings or something else. That being said, let's go ahead and dive into this. This was manufactured and packaged last year in December, and it is now March, so it's been chilling for about 3 months now. This is a THC level of 62.71% and a CBD level of 0.0%, with total cannabinoids reaching 66.04. I feel like this is potentially the lowest cannabinoid count I've tried that I'm like recognizing. I feel like everything still reaches around the 70%, even in the THC is below that, but it looks like the THC and cannabinoid count is below 70%. Not too sure what to expect with this, if it'll still be extremely potent or it'll still be potentially terpy, but you know, let's go ahead and open this, find out, give our review, and let the evidence speak for itself. Go ahead and open this up, and then we are greeted with green and orange peach rings. I probably wouldn't have tossed the green in there. I probably would have tossed, like, you know how the candy is like orange and then white, or like tan on the bottom. Probably would have tossed the tan color, but that's just me, you know. That being said, let's go ahead and open this up. I will say that the bottom little window view looks really nice. I am getting like a guava-y taste. Maybe that's why the the peach, because it's not citrus, and I don't think a peach itself normally is citrus, but it does have a nice fruity smell to it. Surprisingly for the tier 3. There's another smell in there too. I can't pinpoint it though. Maybe after I pack a dab though, it'll help release the terpenes inside, and we'll get a better smell. But this does have a nice look to it. I will say it is pretty cloudy. Not too transparent at all, but it has a nice consistency to it. Let's go ahead and pack a dab. A little stiff, manageable though. But we got a decently sized dab packed here. Let's go ahead and try this out, yo. Thank you so much for watching and tuning into these videos. I appreciate you greatly. Just a stoner out here getting fucking high. Hopefully you're getting high with me, yo. Cheers. Shout out to Punch Extracts, yo. Ooh, I feel this right above my ears going through my head. Small pushback on my head. That must be the indica talking. Yeah, let's get into rating this. This was a nice gram. This is about 25-30 bucks. I believe the tier 3s go for, especially on the 30% off days, which I always go. This was a nice gram of wax, I think. I don't think I had any bad problems with the taste. Let's go ahead and get the smell test going again. Just like I said, maybe if I pack my dab, it'll release some terps. And I will say that it did. It smells much more peachy now. A little sugary too. I don't know, it smells sweet. That being said, let's go ahead and start rating this. The appearance, usually I rate grams of wax that have this kind of consistency rather well, but this one is extremely cloudy. That being said, we're going to take into account that we do like how, you know, the superficialness of it all looks, but when we dive a little bit deeper, I'm not a fan of the cloudiness. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and rate the appearance on this a 7 out of 10. Then we're going to go ahead and get to the smell test. I feel like the smell, in terms of like what we're used to when we're smoking marijuana, and especially what we're used to when we're smoking some really good marijuana, concentrates. I'm talking about concentrates here, but even with regular weed, funky smells that are in their like. Because funky smells are like smells, in my opinion, that normally would smell gross, but the brain still enjoys them when they're tied hand in hand with cannabis. So I don't know, like them garlic cookie strains, them rambutan strains. Sometimes they be smelling like feet, bro. But it's just like, damn, bro, this is some good weed. Weirdly. And this one right here is like far from that. It doesn't smell funky. It doesn't smell like something bad that I'm associating with good. It smells like a little bit like candy, which is something I'm not a fan of. But then again, maybe that's why they call it peach rings instead of just like a peach strain or some shit. So maybe it's like, maybe that's why they chose to do it. Maybe it's just a weed that smells weird like that. That being said, we're gonna go ahead and rate the smell on this one a 5 out of 10. It smells. Maybe we'll give it a 6 out of 10. We'll give it a 6 out of 10 instead, because it's not bad. It's just something that I don't desire. And in fact, I've definitely smelled bad wax before that just doesn't smell good at all. This doesn't smell. This isn't anything in that conversation. That's why I bumped it back up to a 6. It's still pleasant, but you know, there's better smells out there, you know. That being said, a little bit for the flavor profile as well. We'll give it a 6 or a 7, maybe like a lenient 7, just because it's relatively the same taste you're getting. It's pretty peachy. Don't get me wrong, but you know, I feel like there's just something missing to it to make that terp speak a little bit louder and be a little bit more enjoyable. So. And when I say that, I don't mean that it wasn't enjoyable. I just mean a little bit more enjoyable. So that's that. Potency, like I said, when I hit this dab, I felt my head falling back a little bit. There's probably a small indica in here. It's probably a hybrid right here. Probably more sativa leaning. Now I think about it, because I don't feel too tired. I feel like, you know, I could still handle and tackle things that I need to tackle if I need to go be responsible. But this is probably not one that I would choose for that if I could, because I know that there's other more sativas lenient. So it's like you won't even feel any kind of slumpness while doing your responsibilities. I feel like that's where sativas are clutch. But that being said, this is one that you could do that with, I suppose, if you needed to, if you didn't have anything else. Actually, the more I speak about it, the more heavier I feel. So I'm probably gonna go back on that and be like, yo, this is probably a mistake to use while you're you know, pursuing responsibilities in life. Maybe if, you know, doing stuff around the house, there's one thing, but if you're leaving the house, be careful, you know, tread lightly. And so that, you know, that being said, the overall, or not the overall, the potency for this, we're gonna go ahead and rate we'll rate this a 8 out of 10 on the potency. Actually, this is actually decently enjoyable high as compared to the taste and flavor you get. Usually I've lumped them hand in hand. You know, if you get a good fucking taste, you're gonna have a good fucking high. But this one, this taste was odd. The high is cool, so I fuck with it. Overall, we're gonna go ahead and rate this a 7 out of 10 gram of wax. That would pretty much give it like a decently like a C grade, I would say. You know, 7 out of 10 is 70%. So I wouldn't sleep on the pricings that you potentially get offered, especially on days where deals and promotions occur. Like I always go on Fridays where they have 30% off. I'm not paying full price for these, and that's not saying that I wouldn't pay full price for this. It's just like, but why would you when you have the opportunity not to? And so that being said, you know, they have something for everyone's price point if you're into concentrates. Starting from like $20 all the way up to I think 45 is the most you'll pay on a Friday. I would recommend this one still. You know, give it a try. Maybe it's something you like more. That being said, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you greatly. If you have any questions or comments you want to lay down, go ahead and use the comment section. I appreciate that. If you want to connect with your boy on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, anywhere else, visit my link tree in the bio section below. And I think that's all there is to say about the peach rings, yo. I appreciate you so much for watching this video. Keep on keeping on, staying high, taking dabs. Pedro Bear 97 is out, yo. Appreciate you.